Winning. Peace and love, family. Peace and love. It's your boy Chris Enlightened coming back again with some more spiritual biddles. And today I'm going in on seeing repeating numbers. Ooh, let me say that again. Seeing repeating numbers. Ooh, this is a good one, family. This is a good one. Because a lot of people, when they're new to the spiritual path, they find themselves seeing the same repeating numbers over and over again. And you find yourself wondering, why am I keep seeing 444, 555, 333, 222? You never see 777. Well, some people might. Some people might. It has nothing to do with the clock time. It's something within you that's trying to get your attention. See, most humans aren't aware of subspace domains that reside within each human. And your subspace domain is your own personalized, tailor-made spiritual jukebox. 444 may mean something to me, but 444 may mean something completely different for you. So when you're seeing repeating numbers, you can add them up and try to get try to find out what that finite number resonates with, or the energy of that number. But usually when you're seeing repeating numbers or a series of numbers that you see all the time, it's because your subconscious mind is tapping into your subspace domain, trying to get a message over through to you. One thing that I do to get the message or the answer is I get a yellow piece of parchment paper and I get some red ink or some red dragon's blood ink, and I write that number down, whatever the number is. If I've seen that number for 3 days straight, I know, okay, my higher self is trying to get me a message, and I need to find out what it is. When you get your yellow parchment paper and your red dragon's blood ink or red ink and write it down and sleep with that number, after a day or two, you'll no longer see that number again. More than likely, you've gotten your answer on a subconscious level, and you might not be conscious or aware of what the message was. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If your name is Tyrone, and I'm always saying, hey Tyrone, and you never turn around, I'm going to keep saying, hey Tyrone, you know? But if I say, hey Tyrone, and you turn around, I'm not going to keep saying, hey Tyrone, in your face like I'm crazy. And that's how your higher self speaks to you. It gets your attention just to get your attention. And numbers are the first universal language that everyone understands. Numbers is universal no matter where you go in the world. You say you got an apple and they got an apple, y'all got 2 apples. It's just as simple as that. I don't know of any place in the world where you have an apple and someone else has an apple and y'all have 3. I've never heard of anything like that. But back to what I was saying, family. Everyone has their own tailor-made subspace domain. If you've been seeing the same number for 5 years, I don't want you sending me messages saying, Chris, I'm still seeing the same numbers over and over. You're not getting the message. Something isn't right. You need to do a spiritual assessment and find out what's going on. But if you're new to the spiritual path and you're seeing the same repeating numbers and you weren't seeing repeating numbers before, that's your sign that you're growing spiritually and your higher self is trying to get a message over to you. Again, don't worry about trying to explain or figure out what the number means. Write it down and sleep with it. Most of the messages and most of the upgrades that we get don't hit us on a conscious level. I remember when I first started on my spiritual path, I was hearing these weird sounds in my ears. I mean, do I need to go to a doctor and get my hearing checked? But everything else was fine. I could hear the TV fine. I could hear my wife talk to me fine. Everything was cool. But every now and then, intermittently throughout the day or the week or the month, I was hearing these weird tones. And I talked to one of my spiritual masters, my spiritual advisors, and he told me that whenever the universe is trying to get a message through to you, or whenever higher divine forces, whether it's aliens, beings, or whomever, are trying to get in touch with you or upgrade you, they're vibrating so high that it's not going to come to you in the guttural vernacular that we use. You're not going to hear a sound like, hey Chris, I'm about to upgrade you. Be prepared. Here it comes. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You hear a weird tone in your ear and just give thanks. Give thanks for whatever message you receive it. Give thanks. Okay? If it's too unbearable for you, you can say, hey, please calm it down a little bit. That's a little too much. It feels as if my eardrum's about to bust, spirit. And it will subside a little bit, you know? So don't be afraid of it. Nothing's going wrong with you. It happens to a lot of people. I remember my wife and daughter, it was happening to them all the time when they fully embraced their spiritual path. It wasn't happening to me because I was still teeter-totting. I was like a spiritual person, part-time spiritual person. I was still drinking, smoking, you know what I'm saying, kicking it. Really wasn't taking my spirituality serious. But when I gave up all those things with detritus and that was holding me back, then I started experiencing some of the things that they were experiencing. I started seeing numbers. I started hearing things. I started seeing petrichor in the sky and things like that. So I want you guys to know if you are still seeing the same numbers over and over, you're okay. Write the number down, sleep with it for 2 to 3 days. If you stop seeing the number, you can feel free to take the paper up, throw it away, ball it up, do whatever you want to do with it. Eventually you'll stop seeing those same numbers. But again, if you're seeing those same numbers and you're 5 to 6 years in on your spiritual path, you're not taking your spiritual path serious. Something isn't going right. You shouldn't be still seeing the same reoccurring number for 6 years like that. Okay? It's always good to do a spiritual assessment of yourself. Okay? So on that note, family, peace and love. It's your boy Chris Enlightened. Check out my books, Poverty Consciousness, Wealth Consciousness, The Enlightened Talk. Check out my new radio show on Wednesdays, The Mental Health Cipher. Go to anchor.com. Check out Mental Health Cipher with my co-host SY Shanti. Me and my wife still have our radio show, Twin Flame Radio. Go out to blogtalkradio.com/Twin Flame Radio. We got like 90 banging shows out there that you can listen to. And then we put them out there to help people evolve. We'll be back real soon, family. We got a lot of good things popping off that we're about to share with you guys. So on that note, family, peace and love. Winning!